he was great. He's like very straight. Came out straight away and he said, "There's a conflict." I didn't know. I didn't realize about the proceeding earlier, but basically everything that I said he repeated, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm listening.
No, that was it. He just came out and said there was a conflict because he was critical of the conduct of the entity. Very critical, he said, of the conduct of the entity. And he got it wrong in the sense he said I was the director, I corrected him, and he was happy to accept the correction. But basically he said we're all involved and you were responsible for the conduct of the entity. And having made those very critical remarks, he's conflicted in hearing the matter. So he's going to reallocate it to the docket. But I mean, you know, his demeanor and everything, he was good. So
hearing the other one then, obviously.
We hadn't written to him about that thing, but also I think there was there's always going to be a very delicate thing there, in the sense that so there's a doctrine of necessity that we were basically going to say applies, but it's not for us to apply it, it's for the court to apply it. So necessity, you know, either we waive the objection to his hearing the matter, or we say that if there's no one else available, then it should go to him. But it's actually for the court to say that, you know, because he's not available, the matter will be listed later, and then we say that. But anyway, we didn't get a chance to raise the thing within the time that we had because we had to prepare the transcripts first. But I think it's not a necessarily bad thing, because the issue would have still been that we would have wanted him to decide that the LSP and its lawyers engaged in misconduct, and previously he had applied the wrong test for that particular criteria. So if we let go of that, it would have potentially weakened the other claim as well. So, and I mean, there's no way of knowing whether he's good or bad in terms of character without, you know, raising the application. So, so let's see who gets it now. I think. I think the one thing that this will do is make everybody very fucking, you know, super alert about the matters. Do you know what I'm saying?
Who do you mean by, who do you refer to by everybody?
I mean, at the court, like we raised this with the Chief Justice now. She's aware of the issues and the complaints against the registry. And I think they will be careful in terms of allocating the matter. The other thing is that it'll come to them with the background, you know, of the issues between us and the LSB. So what the LSB tries to do is basically say, there's nothing here, and these people are basically trying to distract attention from the main thing. They can't do that anymore because of all the allegations and other things that will be raised. And then the third part is that, you know, 3 recusals in a week. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that undercuts Gorton's thing. You know? Like 3 completely undercuts the fucking thing. And by the way, all the stuff that he was saying, even if the judge makes a mistake, blah, 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 it's actually under the Charter of Rights and all human rights conventions. The requirement for a fair trial actually includes the trial by a competent, independent, and impartial judge. So competent is built into the statutory definition. So he wouldn't meet the competency requirement if he's making a lot of mistakes, would he? So, I mean, apart from Gorton, everybody we've raised a recusal complaint against has Gorton and Williams. Everybody we've raised a complaint against has ultimately recused themselves.
Yes, yeah.
Ganay.
Okay, Ganay is an exception, but again, with Ganay we didn't really press it. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the point is that we're not raising frivolous allegations. And Ganay never accused us of raising the application improperly. In fact, he said it was a proper application when he heard it. And I think he also conceded in part that, on the face of it, there was an. He basically said it was a proper application to make because the basis of the application was that he had made orders in the proceeding based on conduct in a different proceeding. So, preemptively.
And Gorton has done that to you as well. He has criticized you in the previous.
I know, but what I'm saying is Ganay said that there was no practical injustice, so he was continuing, but it was a proper application to be raised.
No,
Anyway.
I mean, Moshinsky has recused himself on that basis, then Gorton should also.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. That do you understand what Lulu said, Peter?
I didn't quite get what was it.
So she said that because Gorton has already assessed my character and made critical remarks, just like he has in a previous proceeding. Do you not get that? Like, Gorton, in the Five Fish matter, he basically...
Yeah, no, you told me that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it totally undercuts Gorton's position that, Yeah, I mean, Gorton's position was that even if he was the fucking informant and he's made a complaint to the LSP, like, what difference does it make? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm very simple.
No, totally. I mean, Gorton's is much more extreme.
Well, I can't. But the same like based on.
Yeah, principle is the same. Yeah, principle is the same. But I'm saying if Moshinsky accepted it, then Gorton must have accepted it, and totally undercuts his point that, all he has to do is basically not think about what he did previously, and then it's okay.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm gonna let you go, and I think I think with Gorton, I had on the 3rd of November also raised that the registry didn't tell us in advance who the judge was. Otherwise, I would have raised his disqualification immediately. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So everything.
You definitely raised it.
No, I said I would have raised it preemptively. If they had told me in advance, I would have said he was disqualified. But because they told me a few hours before the hearing, we couldn't really notify them beforehand. But after that, yeah. So I think he's, he's gonna get wind of all of this as well on his own, and I'm sure he's gonna start feeling nervous about stuff. And forget about everything else. He's at least now disqualified from carrying on with the 4028 after the remarks he's made in 3994. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Alright, take care. Well, let's carry on. Cheers, bye.
Yeah.